Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on, John, Omar. Um,
I had the name wrong. It's Father Amos.
Yes, sir, Father Amos. I hear
I found
that.
my character sheet, so that's good.
That is excellent news.
Mine went disappearing.
I'm going to ask a question to the universe, aka Will. Is it better if we reschedule till next week? Yeah, I know, but I already have one scheduled, so I just have to swap it out. The real monster is the internet.
Right?
Technology has foiled us again. Quick, get your... That dropped out for the back. That's Principal Black.
right. How's everybody doing tonight? Perfect. We are
Hello,
here.
can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Great.
Here for another Wicked Wednesday. Thank you all for tuning in. The ill-advised adventures of Illavania. I am MC Henry, and we are going to be playing some Monster of the Week. And I will popcorn my intro off to John Smash.
Hi, I'm John Smash, and I play Sam Mahash, the mundane. Popcorn, other John.
Hey, everybody. John Patrick Cooper. I'm playing Father Amos. What's his name? He's the initiate. Game designer. Published some stuff with the Exalted Funeral, and I'm happy to be here tonight. Taylor?
Hello, I'm Taylor, and I'm going to be playing Annalise Greyweather. She is the spooky.
And I'm Crow, and I'm going to be playing as Otto Nisbet Durand.
What is your character's name?
Otto Nisbet.
Otto?
Yeah.
Okay. Very cool. All right. So some major changes have been happening. I take full blame. Have decided to just rename the city because it gets mispronounced every single time by myself and every other person, it seems like. So we're just recreating that. If that bothers you, I'm sorry. We are also down some players, but we're up some players. We have Crow with us joining us for the first time. We're going to have a new player joining us next time we stream, who is going to be a lot of fun to play with. So it's going to be a bigger crew than we had before. So that should be really exciting. And let me see here. Which island or Ela? We had a little bit of discussion about this before, how it's pronounced, but however you pronounce it, what part of Illavania do you believe that your character lives on, and what is something that you love or hate about it? And we'll start with, we'll go in reverse order because it might make Crow a little uncomfortable, and that's what we're all about. So if you can see on the VTT, the different islands there, where do you think Otto takes up residence?
I think Otto would have been taken up in Isla Chargova North.
And what is something you either really like or hate about that particular place?
Well, Otto doesn't like to have full of people trying to get in his business. And, well, he prefers to mind his own business because he's an eccentric.
Okay, so he feels like he doesn't have a lot of privacy?
Yes.
Okay. All right, who would you like to tag after that?
Father Amos.
All right. I think I live in Ilabolo.
And what's something you either like or really don't like about that island?
It's like a big slum, like the whole thing. I think that Kowloon Wall City in China, in Hong Kong. It's just stacked. It's just like many, many, many levels high, and it's all got teeny tiny It's got teeny tiny alleyways to get through things, and ladders up and ladders down, and so it's just kind of like it's just like a really populated slum.
Have you ever read Ready Player One?
Nah.
Okay, so you should, or at least watch the movie. It's pretty good, but reminds me a lot of what you're saying. Is Ready Player One, where they live literally in mobile homes that are like stacked on top of each other,
No,
like
crazy.
apartment buildings. But feel free to popcorn onto whoever you like.
Oh,
with
right.
that.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're
I
good.
totally forgot about the popcorning. John Smash.
So Sam, I gotta think he'd be like in the dirty corner of the mercantile district.
Okay.
Just like his little like closet storefront, their closet warehouse where he's got his tools and a couple other like spare parts, some extra valves and pipes and whatnot.
How
So he can
close are you to the haunted or foreboding inn that nobody likes to go to?
I gotta be close enough to where I could like smell it when the wind shifts. Probably like 3 doors down on the other side of the street or something like that.
Is Sam trying to move, or is this a chosen spot?
I think it was all that he could afford, but it was enough to where he could have a little sign that sits in like on the wall, so he has a physical address to make him look legitimate.
All right, popcorn on to whoever you like.
Taylor.
I can't answer this because I'm on mobile and so I don't have access to the VTT.
Oh, okay. Do you think Annalise
I
lives on the outside or the inside of the city?
I don't know.
Okay, that's fair. All right. Let's see here. 1 second there. All right. So last time, our heroes went onto a mysterious ship that erupted out of nowhere. And some of them were transported with their will. Some of them were transported against their will. To seemingly other ships in other places. And we will pick up, I think we're going to pick up with Father Amos, who was trying to figure out a way to basically navigate toward Ilavania. And Father Amos, you had some rough seas ahead of you. And when you take a moment to take stock of your situation, you realize that Simran has absolutely disappeared. But the flask that they were carrying, that they had trapped some illuminated beings inside of, is sitting there on the ground. And I don't know if you saw it or not, but I did post in the chat a custom move that we created to maybe help speed along this investigation. But how are you reacting, do you think, as you realize that Simran has just utterly disappeared?
I think I'm in shock. I'm like looking around and kind of like, what the hell,
Right. I know that you guys were trying to help the crew kind of navigate the ship. The and Simran has disappeared. So, is there something you'd like to do, or search for, or talk to the crew that you were with, or what would you like to do?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
What would I like to do?
You also faced off a cyborg dude. That was kind of weird. But.
Right. Yes, the cyborg guy. I remember that. I think I'll just start asking all the people, all the sailors around. Like, do you see where Simran went?
They're all like, I mean, a lot of their attention is put into keeping the ship going the right direction. Yeah. And but they're all like looking at you like they thought you guys were together, so they're like, no, we don't know what happened to him. Can you help us get back to, like, these are not waters that we're familiar with. Is there anything you can do to help us to get back to where we're supposed to be?
Those what do you call it? Those new moves. Is there one that'll help with that?
Yeah. I'll put it in the chat.
The navigate. What do you call it? The navigate.
The nexus is yeah.
Yep, I see it.
Okay.
When encountering a distorted device, roll plus weird. All right, I'll do that.
Yeah. So roll 2d6 and add your weird.
Can I just roll analog?
Yeah, if you want to, yeah, go for it.
All right, hold on a second. Oh, good. My weird is 2. Oh, I rolled snake eyes.
Oh, no.
And it's so 4 total.
4 total. So, on a miss, something will go wrong. So, this thing, just to give you maybe a bit clearer description, it's got a bunch of levers and buttons and dials, but in the center there are these 2 spinning discs that are spinning counterclockwise to each other. And so you're hearing there, please, what is your intent? What was, like, if you could pick one from that list, what is the one thing you would want to do?
I guess travel with the ship to a linked nexus.
Okay. Then and let's see here. You are on the brigade. Okay. I think I like that you travel, you somehow you interface with this, you spin some dials, you push a couple buttons, you're trying to figure this out, and you feel the air around you shake and start to shimmer and become translucent, and you actually appear in this sailboat several feet above the water. You kind of crash into the water. And Sam Mahash, you were on the deck of a piratey kind of themed vessel. You see this sailboat appear off of the starboard bow. And I don't know if that's left or right. I just know it's starboard.
I'm still holding. Is everything still kind of frozen in time, including them, or are they?
So you were kind of on a ship where there was no like real people. There was just like clothing and items. But you did kind of solve that when you started beating your drumsticks.
I moved the sticks and things started falling and
When
moving,
you
and the
started
boat
moving-
started.
Yep. So your ship is now like sailing through the water. There doesn't seem to be anyone else aboard, but you do see this sailboat appear in the distance.
I don't want to move. The water is still moving. The boat's still moving. This other sailboat is moving.
Yeah, it just dropped into the water. Yep. You're on a rather large vessel. This is like a trading vessel or a piratey kind of vessel. So
I'm gonna scoot over to the side and ahoy, avast me, piratey people thingy, ahoy, and just trying to get their attention in horrible pirate because I forgot Sam's accent again.
it happens to the worst of us.
Looking over the edge, do I see, because things are so weird right now, I don't think the weirdness of a ship flying out of nowhere is going to get Sam so much. Am I able to recognize Father Amos if I'm looking over the edge of the boat, holding my sticks as steady as possible?
I would think so, and I would think that you might recognize maybe not this particular vessel, but it's a familiar shape and make of boat. So I think you're able to recognize that it's an Ilibanian vessel. And you were able to see that. Yeah, I think you can see Father Amos aboard it.
Oh, hey, Father Amos. Hey, hey, I got sticks, and they do this thing, and I shake him really quick, and I guess stuff happens on the ship, and just this really kind of excited, just because I see, Father, hey, come on to the bigger ship, come on to the bigger ship, help!
How does
hopefully Father Amos sees and hears me yelling.
Yeah, totally. I'm just like, what? And then I'm watching your ship rock back and forth while you wave your arms, and I'm like, I'm not getting on that.
Hey, I can hold him real still, and it'll be okay. I promise.
Promise?
I promise. If I just hold him right here, my arms are getting a little tired, but like if I held him right here, we'll be okay. All of a sudden, I'm Canadian.
Okay. Pilot the boat over to your boat, and is it just Father Amos on the boat now, or is Crow with us?
No, you've got the whole crew with you. You've got the Simran's not there, but the captain and the crew are all there. They're looking rather perplexed as they see this giant, well, not giant, but this other sailing vessel nearing them.
My arms are really getting tired.
All right, then jump aboard. You wouldn't believe what just happened.
Oh, really? Was it like, when I was with the other thing that I was telling you guys when we were on the other ship back home? I think it was back home. I don't know.
Maybe, I don't know. But all I know is I was in this boat, and we were one place, and then we were in this boat, and then all of a sudden something happened, and we were in this other place, and then all of a sudden we're dropping out of the air and we're here.
Oh, well, that's me. The two of us are better than one. That's a good thing. So have you seen the thing with the livers and the disky thingies?
Yeah.
Okay. I think these things, and I start shaking them and the boat starts rocking and flailing again, are part of that. See?
Weird.
So are you trying to work? Are you trying to use them?
Poorly, just like waving them,
Okay.
because I guess that did something. I'm not like, holding a good consistent beat or anything. Just kind of little random flails, just to be like, hey, look, they do a thing.
Let's see that weird roll.
Oh no. Okay.
And Father Amos, make sure to mark experience for that failure.
We got 8 on the dice, but I think I'm a 7.
7. Okay, so you can still choose 2. So as you're wailing these sticks, you feel there's a device on this ship that you haven't really located, and there's a device on the sailboat. And as you are waving these sticks about wildly, you kind of feel in your arms a pulse that is thrumming and connecting to both of those devices. And you're not really well able to identify it, but you are able to choose 2 of the options listed. So you can travel to a linked nexus, bring the device, aka the drumsticks, to a linked nexus, travel with the ship, which would be your ship that you're on, to a linked nexus, go to a specific one, go to an originating one, or travel to the same nexus as a specific hunter, and you can choose 2 of those.
I think we'll travel to a specific hunter, and we'll pick up Annalise. And then from there, we can go back to the originating nexus.
So I think, all right.
Because I get 2, right?
Yeah, you do get 2. All right, so we'll conquer the first one first, because I don't know if that works the way you think it does, but that's cool. So you want to take? Do you want to take Father Amos with you to see Annalise?
Let's take the whole ship. Like, if Father Amos's ship bamfed with both of them, it'd be funny to have all that happen with me too.
I think I just imagine it like cartoonishly, like plopping out of the air and splashing onto the water.
We're doing it again with a bigger ship.
Yeah, Annalise, you were on this rather weird ship trying to figure out what was wrong with the crew. They seemed very confused, didn't know why you were asking them so many questions, and they were worried that they were forgetting basically very simple things. And as you are talking to them, you I think you feel it before you see it, just this massive concussive force ripping through the water next to you, as this brigantine ship materializes, and the person you were talking to, I think their eyes just go wide and they're pointing behind you, as the water swells about you. And I think I need Annalise, and I think I need Sam Hash, and I think I need Father Amos to all act under pressure as this is happening.
Oh,
Unless you have
boy,
something
oh
else.
boy.
Yeah.
Oh boy, Michael is just great.
You're the coolest poet ever.
I appreciate that, but I don't think I am.
I
That's a
got
5.
a 6.
What about Father Amos?
I think he'd be our bead.
Gotcha. Okay. So the ships smash into each other. Sam, you are tossed atop the deck of this ship, landing face first. I want you to take 2 harm.
I'm hurt. I'm bad hurt.
Oh boy, how much harm have you taken?
That'll be 4.
Okay.
Oh,
So
you're
you have,
unstable.
yeah, you have snapped something important as you land face first on the deck of the ship. Annalise, I think you can either choose to dive overboard or also take 2 harm from the impending crash.
I'll take the 2 harm.
Okay. So
As much as diving overboard would be funny.
the ships smash into one another. And Father Amos is floundering as well. And that is, I think, a really good point to introduce our new character, Crow. So, Crow, you were. Tell us a little bit about your character.
Well, Otto Nisbet, well, when you first see him, he's basically like this tall, wiry guy with pale skin and blonde and dark blonde hair and, well, green eyes, just wandering around wearing these old-fashioned clothes, but they were well kept. And he has a dual scar across his face, and his hair and his eyes are harrowed. So, and he's basically just in basically like in the sip.
He's what? He's in what?
Well, he's in the sip.
In descent?
The sip.
Okay. So Otto, you where do you said you were in Chicago North? So
Yeah.
I think what were you
Yeah.
doing? Like
Yeah, he was
just before this happened. What were you doing just before this happened?
Well, I think he was just basically in his carriage. Well, and he just stepped out of his carriage to go for a little walk by himself.
So you were taking a little walk. You were, maybe taking a breath of fresh air or trying to get away to have a quiet moment so you could think more clearly.
Yes, he was.
And it was really weird because you were on a very dry street, but your shoes felt like you ever like walk in shoes that were wet, and you hear that splash, and you started to feel that wetness in your socks, and you look down, and the next thing you know, you are bracing yourself against the side of a boat that seems to be possibly capsizing. And you see about you a strange amalgamation of people. What would you like to do?
I think Otto would like to just dash in there and try to help these people out.
Okay. What are you going to do to help them out?
At least try to get the ship back in the sailing post.
So you're trying to get the ship basically righted, or at least
he's trying to get the ship righted.
Okay. Roll me. I think that's a sharp roll, maybe to just see what you can do to make the situation better.
Okay. I rolled a 5.
Okay. So you are
Minus 1
in,
equals 4.
so you were in very uncomfortable territory because you've not really has your character been on big ships like this a lot, or
Well, he used to be back then.
but not so much. It's been a while, or
It's been a long, long time.
okay. So you find your reflexes just freeze, and don't forget to mark that experience
Marked it that experience.
for Sam, yourself, and Taylor all. Um,
I have.
sorry, Annalise. Okay. Um, uh, and you are thrust against these people as well. And you see that Sam has these giant drumsticks clutched in each hand. You see very odd adorned people around you from this ship that you have landed on, and all about you the wreckage of the frigate is falling around you. And I think I'm going to say that for at least for the moment, you are kind of out of breath and unable to act. But what does everyone else do as they see Otto there with them?
Do we want to do like histories to establish how we know each other?
I think I want to. Yeah, I think we could do a quick history. I kind of wanted to say that for next week because we have another player joining us, but I think at least one history question or two to link Otto into the group would be good. So
Sounds
how
good.
does Otto know? What is Otto? What are your one of your history questions?
Okay. They help you at a critical point in your quest or events. Tell them what you need help with. They stood between you and what you need to find out. Ask them why. They also lost a friend or relative to these monsters. Ask them who it was. Relations close or distant. Tell them exactly what. You saved their life back when they were a pathetic newbie hunter. Ask them what you saved them from. You respect their hard-earned knowledge and often come to them for advice. They showed you the ropes when you were learning how to fight. They saw you absolutely lose it and go berserk. Tell them what the situation was and ask them how much collateral damage you caused. So, which question fits you?
Let's see, for me.
Let's do this. Why don't you pick one question, Otto, from your history that you think might be good, and see how people respond.
Okay. First question. Relations close or distant. Tell them exactly what. That's the first question. And I'd like to page Annalise.
I'm gonna be honest. I just, as a player, I'm never hot on that kind of question.
Oh, right. Okay. Anyone else?
What is the question again?
Relations close or distant. Tell them exactly what.
Oh, close or distant relation?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll take it. You can be like a fifth cousin or something like that. Like we know each other from family reunions.
All right.
Third cousin.
All right.
Twice removed.
Brother's uncle's cousin's former roommate.
Hmm.
And let's do one more. Who else thinks they have a connection with Otto? And we'll do it the opposite way.
Okay.
No, one of the other players has a connection with you. So who else? Who thinks they might know Otto?
I would say maybe like with Annalise, it could be the you respect their hard-earned knowledge and often come to them for advice. Issue being, like to say that her knowledge being hard-earned is a bit of an exaggeration, but because a lot of it comes from her patron, I suppose, in this case. But she is still pretty smart and pretty knowledgeable about things, even if not all that knowledge is her own.
So you've respect Otto's quest more or less.
No, it would be the other way around if they want to
Okay.
take that.
Okay.
Well, I'm fine with that.
So Otto, you respect Annalise's abilities, basically.
Yes, she does.
Okay.
I mean, he does.
Gotcha. Cool. Cool. So we'll go with that for now. And how are you responding to all of this happening? Anybody, really?
I'm probably puking. My spleen!
Okay.
My uvula!
Okay, Otto. Okay, thanks, Otto. This is a sip. They need help. And, oh my gosh, someone's bleeding. Are you okay? This is Otto. Let me help you with it. You're bleeding. And Otto decides to do some first aid.
Very cool. What? Do you have a move for that? Or you-
DIY first DIY surgery. And for that, when you do quick and dirty first aid on someone, including yourself, roll plus cool.
All right. So you're pretty sure one of John Mahat or Sam Mahash's ribs has snapped. He doesn't look like he's doing too well. What are you gonna do to help him out here? What's your DIY surgery look like?
Well, it's basically just helping injured people with either helping injured people, mending their bones, making sure they go into cast, and doing some and the like.
Okay, give me the roll.
Okay. Okay. 6 plus 1 equals 7.
And what happens on a 7?
Well, it counts as normal first aid plus 1 of these. Your choice. I mean, yeah. I have to stabilize the injury, but the patient takes 1 minus forward.
So are you gonna stabilize Sam, or are you going to? Okay. So basically, you probably grab a rope and tie it around his stomach to kind of lash him into being able to stand upright without coughing up blood.
Yep.
Thanks. Oh.
You're welcome, Otto.
You are all standing there, kind of in shock as this all happens, and the skies above you just open up. The weather just becomes fierce, seemingly out of nowhere. The people who were from the sailboat start to run around, kind of in a madness because they don't know what to do on this ship, because you're on a very much different kind of ship than they're used to. But it does seem like there's some kind of storm that is just whipping into motion. As this happens, the frigate seems to be sinking off the side of you, and the sailboat has been more or less ruined. What is everybody doing?
Well, I think Otto's just trying to find a way which person to save, and he's just trying to figure out a way to help out.
Sam is gonna try and grab everybody's attention and be like, "We gotta find the thingy. It's at the bridge, maybe over here. Quick now."
How
We
does
gotta-
Father Amos feel about all this happening?
Sorry, I was muted.
No, you're good. I do that all the time. You're good.
Right. Well, first of all, I dodged the puke. So give me the layout again. Like we just showed up in our boat and it's all fucked up.
So, and correct me if I'm wrong, I kind of thought that you guys took the sailboat onto the frigate, and then that crashed into the more advanced ship. So, everybody is more or less on the more advanced ship, the SS Kittredge, and the frigate is kind of falling off the wayside as the weather picks up.
Was I on the Kittredge? Was that the one where I bluffed my way to the?
That was a completely
Oh,
different.
okay,
That's not even in the
mix anymore.
realm of what we're doing right now. Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
But you landed face first on the Kittredge where Annalise was.
Okay, so Otto, we're all together, we're all in a clump, and we're all trying to figure out where to go. And I'm laying down on my belly, spitting up blood with a oar strapped to my gut, pointing,
Otto
"We
has
gotta
made
find
you
the thingy."
Right.
You are no
With
longer
Otto.
unstable. So
Right.
okay.
I still have 4 harm though, so I'm pretty beat up.
Right.
So I have a move called That Old Black Magic. When
Sure.
you use magic, you can ask a question from the Investigate a Mystery move as your effect.
Okay.
And the questions don't make any sense for this. What happened here? What sort of creature is it? What can it do? What can it hurt? Where did it go? What was it going to do? I don't see those as being spell answers.
Okay. What is there a question you would like the answer to?
Nah, I'd rather cure light wounds.
Okay. Because you could. That is an effect you can do with magic. You can heal 1 harm.
Do I need to roll for it?
You do need to roll for use magic. Who are you healing?
I'm healing Mash.
Okay.
8.
Yay!
So there's going to be a glitch. You can have it be of a short duration. You can have it cause you one harm. You can have it have a problematic side effect, cause unwanted attention. I'm trying to remember all of them. Let's see here.
I'm looking at it right now. Inflict harm, enchant a weapon, do one thing that's beyond human limitations, bar a place or portal. Oh, the glitches are the effect is weakened.
Yep.
Effect is short duration. You take 1 harm, ignore armor. Attention, problematic side effect. Oh, you already read that. Sorry.
It's okay.
I'm going to say, because this has good comedy potential, it has a problematic side effect.
Okay. And how does it look like when you go to heal Sam? What do you do that you like? Do you say a spell out loud? Do you draw on him? What do you do to heal him?
We have what I do is like the Pentecostal preacher. Like I'm like, stomping my feet, waving my arms, speaking in tongues, and then my hands glow, and I come over and I touch him.
I think
some sort of like defibrillator type action, just like no.
I think, John, you're exactly right. It is going to be a little slapsticky. I think the problematic side effect that you realize is that as you heal Sam Mahash, that one of your hands has become stuck to his side, and you're not exactly sure how to release it.
He's stuck to my side or to his side?
But your hand is stuck to Sam's wound. So, Sam, you will heal that 1 damage, that 1 harm. But for whatever reason, Father Amos, you just like you feel the magic take place. You go to like turn to the next thing and like realize you're just stuck there for a time, and you
Oh jeez.
Methuselah.
Oh man. Oh well. I mean, I feel better, so there's that, But yeah, that it kind of tickles a little bit, so don't wiggle them fingers too much, okay? It's just, oh boy. Oh, okay. Hey, so I think we should go to the bridge.
The bridge?
The bridge, not the bridge, but like the front of where the wheel is, because that's where the devicey might be. So yeah, that away.
So no, I get it.
Yeah, thanks.
You're welcome.
Following
All right.
your lead.
You kind of have to there, Father.
Sam, since when did your accent change?
Every time I jump through one of these portals, it gets a little funky, and I just, maybe one day I'll remember, but for now, this is where we're at.
Yeah.
I hit my head really hard.
Yeah, and I helped heal Sam's bleed. Zato.
Yeah, not coughing out from him and not dying because of him. So we're doing this way. Water, bad things, quick. And I start heading up the stairs to where I think the wheel would be, to where I think the thing would be. Maybe I should act under pressure so I can, or do the which move is that? Investigate can I investigate a mystery to know my best way out?
I believe
That would be
read
read a bad situation.
Read a bad situation. Okay, so I'm gonna, if that's okay. I don't have my other.
I think you or literally anyone else who wants to could do that role. If you want to, if you want to lead that, someone else could possibly help you if you need it.
Yeah,
Or
I'm gonna.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll to read about a situation. If anybody wants to help, I'd appreciate it.
I think Otto would like to help.
I'm gonna need it because that was bad.
I'll see if you need the help first, and then pitch in if you need it.
I rolled a 5.
Oh, great. Well,
So,
looks like
you
two of
Plus
us
1,
can
so
help.
I'm at a 6. So if I get a +1 from anybody else, it'll put us over.
Yeah, sure,
that
I
would
can help.
require a hex, I think, or something like that.
The help action.
No,
should
it
do
just would require like someone to help out and then give them a +1 if they succeed.
Yeah.
That's still
Okay.
6.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
but
what I
another
was
hunter
saying.
can help out and give another +1.
Well, 5 on the dice plus 1 is a 6.
So I was
Yeah.
saying I meant a jinx. Do you have some?
I do have Jinx. Yes, I can do that.
I think that's the only. I don't think two people can help out one action.
They can. They just have to do it in different ways.
Okay.
But yeah, I can Jinx and make sure that you succeed. Let's see how that goes. Let's see how that. I have to roll weird. Which is that? Let's go. That's an 11.
Woohoo!
Okay.
All right.
So on an 11, you get how many hold do you get?
I get 2 hold.
Okay.
Let me write that down.
Yeah.
I'm immediately spending 1 to give Sam +1 forward by interfering with the enemy, whatever that may be.
So
Well, the
that
enemy is
basically
bad.
brings you to ask your question. What's your question, Sam?
What's our best way out of here back to our normal timeline realm?
It's kind of a
Which
good
is
thing you asked that because you were heading towards the bridge and immediately you sense that that's not the right direction to go. You need to go towards the engine room, which isn't a big deal. You could just switch which hallway you're going through. But yeah, you sense that there's a lot of things happening all at once, but you need to, in order to do what you want to do, you need to go to the engine room.
Nope, not that way. We're making a left here. This way. The wands are kind of pulling. The drumsticks are pulling me now, and I'm dragging Father Amos behind me. My tubby, mustachioed face down the hallway towards the engine room. Do I see the thingy?
Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. What's Otto's response to this mayhem?
Well, I think Otto would just have to go along with the mayhem and try to find a way through the situation. You know, see if there's anything you could do to at least stop this mess.
So let me ask you. So Sam, you get into the engine room. You see a similar device to what you've seen before, but this one has 2 black discs that are spinning against each other. Several weird dials and buttons to press. And it looks like this machine is starting to get overloaded. And I think Annalise happens to look out of a porthole and hears the whine of this machine getting louder and louder in her ears. And she hears it's like a cacophonous roar seems to be materializing in her ears. What is your intention, I guess, Sam Hash? or Annalise or literally anyone else.
I mean, if Annalise hears this machine is whining, then I think her first instinct is going to be to try to fix it.
Okay. So are you going to dart ahead?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna yell, "Oh, Annalise, hey, wait!" And I'm gonna chuck the pocket watch. Since that may or may not have something to do with, hey, look at this too, eh? And as she's running by, like hand it out to them if they seem so intent on trying to fix it.
I think it's up to Annalise whether or
What's
not
this?
they care.
It goes good with your ensemble, eh? No, check it. Check the thingy with the thingy.
I'm flattered, but what am I supposed to do with this?
I think it goes with the thing and with my thingies too. It's all one big thing. As I'm sitting there trying to drag Father Amos behind me.
Okay. Good to know. I will go and try to fit all of these thingies together. And with that, like, she awkwardly like backs away and like continues to run off towards the machine.
Okay. And you said you're trying to fix it?
Yeah, she'll try to like see how everything fits together and sort of like stop it from it, and if possible, like fix it.
I'm curious if I should make you roll weird to navigate or sharp to repair it. Do you have a way that you're leaning?
I think maybe weird to navigate, if only because I feel like that sort of also entails like understanding how this machine works.
Okay. And the pocket watch is dangling in Sam's hand still. Is that correct?
I held it. I was trying to get them to take it. If I don't know if they took it or not.
Oh, I took it.
Okay.
Okay. All right. I don't know why I really asked that, but
Okay.
okay. So you're trying to navigate the Nexus. You hear this loud whining noise, increasing in volume. You see the storm outside, pouring rain, and roll me a use magic roll to see how well you can do this.
That's a 12.
Fuck yeah. We love 12s. 12s are
Yeah.
awesome. So
What? The spooky person having high weird and getting high
I
weird
know.
rolls and incredible.
Yeah,
What's
better
up
than
with
the
that?
mundane, right?
Yeah, you'd think so.
So Annalise, you have the pocket watch, you open it, and you see there's several hands that are spinning. And through some sort of magic, you are able to understand what you need to do. So you can choose 3 from that list and describe to me basically more or less what happens.
Where can I find this?
The custom move. Let's see here.
And I think it was time for Otto to basically read the bad situation and what's going on. You know.
Yes. I think
You
that's
know.
a good idea too. Oopsie, don't know what I did there.
Okay, roll 3 minus 1 equals 2.
Mark that experience. We will address that in a second for Otto's read a bad situation.
Where did you put the custom move in the? There we
Put
go.
it in the private chat. I can put it in the Discord if you'd rather.
Okay. Choose 3. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Let's see. We'll say travel to a linked nexus with the ship and bring the device with us.
Perfect. Okay, so there's only one place you can actually travel to. Cool.
How convenient.
Yes. And you're bringing the Kittredge with you? Okay.
Yes.
Father Amos,
Yes.
as Annalise touches this device, she maneuvers the dials and presses the buttons and seems to know exactly what she is doing. There is a moment where you are sucked into kind of like a light. And you are hovering there, waiting for something to happen. And someone appears before you in that instant.
Who's that?
And that would be Sanguine Wormslayer's character, Luca.
And is this like a mirage? What's the deal?
Are you there, Luca?
I am here.
Hey, Luca. So is this like a vision, or is he here and like he's manifested in this flash of yellow light?
You are in between spaces, and Luca is there with you. And you are able to converse with Luca for a bit, and we'll see what happens.
Can I grab him
By the
and
w-
try to dive out of the yellow light and bring him on board?
As a quick FYI, you cannot tell Luca's gender.
Okay. So I see this other person trapped in the yellow light. Can I grab them and pull them through out of the portal or wherever we're at and go back to the world?
You could certainly try. Luca, what does your character maybe look like, and how would you respond to seeing Father Amos appear before you in the in-between or whatever realm you normally habitate?
Okay. Well, for description, You see an androgynous person with platinum blonde hair that's braided in a Norwegian style with uh, green eyes and I'm not sure if they Thunderhead would count as small. So there's like this fancy hammer on their side, and they look down and go, "How?"
What did he say? How? What did they say? Sorry.
They said, "How?" As in, like, how did you get here?
I shrug. I'm like, I don't know. They were doing some. I was on a boat with my friends, and now I'm here.
Oh, this must be where I am needed. So
Well, we could use
perhaps
some
I
help.
should.
It's a shit show down there.
Yeah, that's what Father told me. So please, yeah, Luca will lower themselves down to Father Amos and go, please lead the way.
I don't even know how I got here, but do you know some way out of here?
Do I happen to know the way out of here, MC?
I think your choice of going with Father Amos declares that yes, there is a path that you both see
Oh, okay.
out of this area. That your choice to join with them makes the path clear. Everyone
Well,
hears. Sorry, go ahead.
like, well, there's that path that just appeared.
What's that?
Uh, Luca was just pointing out the path that appeared.
Ah, okay. Then head to the path.
Yeah, it looks like well paved cobblestones, but as you step on the first step, it feels like fucking hell. It feels like you are ripped through time. The ship crashes into the ocean. You all hear almost exactly what you heard before all this happened, but it was on when you were standing watching this happen. As this ship appears in the ocean, smashing down into the waves. And Annalise, you feel this utter immense shock as the boat hits the water. Your knees buckle, and for some reason you turn around, and the door to the engineering room opens, and you see a man with long dark hair, a well-trimmed beard, and he has a grim smile as he starts to raise a pistol toward you.
Yikes.
Okay, well, unfortunate because I'm going to use my other hold for my jinx to interfere with what a monster, minion, or bystander is trying to do?
Fuck yes. What are you going? Okay. And you see this man that you know pretty well stumbles and trips, and the gun goes clattering across the floor, and he starts to bring himself up. And
Okay.
he's looking you in the eyes, and he says, Is that you?
We lost Annalise.
Oh no. Okay. We'll go back to that. That's kind of important, but we'll come back to that. Thank you for letting me know that, John Patrick. I think this might be a good time to take our mid break,
Okay.
if we can get Will on board with that. Let me. I don't ever have my phone on me, and I forget that that's a thing that he likes. So just being upfront about that. But
In the meantime, could you repeat what you were saying? My stream decided to, for some reason, like reload.
No worries. Yeah, you used your hex. He tripped on the floor. His gun went scattering across the floor. He picks himself up, and he starts to draw some magical sign that you recognize in the air. And he asks you, "Is this what we've come to?"
You tell me. You tell me. I'm already completely out of my depth here.
Out of your depth?
Yes, because I'm trying to fix a machine when I of all people am clearly not an engineer. By the way, you said I recognize this guy. Who is he?
This looks exactly like your ex-lover, Julian.
Okay.
This also, I don't know if it's been a while, so I don't know if you recognize the images from your vision that you had at the beginning of the mystery.
Mm-hmm. Okay, but good to know.
This man is, from your vision, intent on harming you.
Okay. So, because I remember getting a pretty... Yeah, I got a 10 plus to that, right?
You did. Yeah, you got like an exactly... I can read it back to you if you want.
No, I'm just wondering because of the work, like, just so I know, like, what benefits I get.
Well, you did roll a 10 plus, so you got
okay.
You get an experience.
Plus 1 4 to prevent it coming true.
Yeah.
Okay. I think Annalise isn't even thinking about the fact that this looks like Julian. She doesn't even she doesn't want to hurt him, but
right.
Because it looks like him, but she is kind of hoping that to stay out of harm's way.
We're
By the
all there
way,
to witness this, right?
Kind of.
By the way, I have the site. Can I see if this is like some kind of spirit or like magical influence?
There is definitely something weird about this figure. It is not. I don't know how you would recognize it, but this is not like.
Could I potentially roll to like investigate a mystery and see if I can?
Yes.
Great.
You could also roll me plus. Actually, do this. Roll me plus sharp.
Plus sharp? Okay, I was gonna do that anyway because investigate a mystery.
Yeah.
That's another 12. Jesus Christ.
Hell yeah. So whatever this is very reminiscent of the Sam that you fought. Like there's just a lot of weird things that are not adding up. This is not Julian. His eyelashes weren't that long. His gait was not that length. The way he spoke is off kilter. There's a lot of clues that you're getting that this is not Julian. Whatever this is not him. And to answer your question, Sam, I do think that you could witness this, but I do think that this is something that is happening that you're not really able to interfere with right yet.
Fair enough.
Are we there yet? Luca and I? Or no?
I think everybody's in the same space. It's just kind of liquid. I just want to give I want to give Annalise the moment to act before we have.
Okay. Okay. I think in which case, let's see. I think Annalise is going to, well, she recognizes the hand sign. Does she know what it would do if he completed it?
It's a banishment of some kind.
Okay. In which case, I think Annalise is going to try to sort of grab onto his wrist before he can sort of complete the motion to stop him from moving.
Cool. I want us to take a quick break, and when we come back, we will conclude how this all plays out. Is that cool with everybody?
Yeah, okay.
Sounds good.
Works for me.
Okay. So we will be back at 8 minutes after the whatever you're at hour. And queuing up break time. All right, we are back, and we are right in the middle of Pathfinder 1.0, and we were left off in a cave. Wait,
The kobolds, all the kobolds.
kobolds. We were fighting No, that's not what we were doing.
Goblins.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
We were in the middle of a masks game and we were fighting a mad scientist.
That's right. Yes, a mad scientist, because he was angry because his test subjects kept running away.
With his gloves.
Yes, and now he doesn't have any gloves. The gloves are off. But to be serious, or at least slightly more serious, what were you attempting to do to your fake ex-lover, Julian?
Yes. I think
Annalise?
well, she like tried to grab his wrist to stop him from like completing this sigil he was trying to draw properly.
Perfect. Okay, I think if you want to do that, you either need to. Are you trying to? You're just trying to physically stop him?
Yeah.
Okay, then I think you would act under pressure to do that. And I think everyone is kind of snapped back into place aboard the ship as this is happening to witness this. AKA, you can help out or interfere.
Where's all the background noise coming from?
I believe it's Crow.
Okay, why is the Dyson? We'll go here then. That's an 8.
So on an 8 on acting under pressure, I can give you a hard choice. Price to
A worse
pay,
outcome or price to pay?
worst outcome. I think I'm just going to give you a hard choice. You could stop him from making this sign, but in order to do so, you're going to have to basically break your own wrists.
Oh,
Yikes.
Because he kind of, as he's making these signs, he grabs a hold of your wrists and he is moving them with him. So you can do this, but you're going to basically have to snap your own wrists, break your own bones to do this, and I think that would be another 2 harm.
Can I interfere?
You could certainly. Do you want to try to protect someone or interfere? Yeah.
What would be the better move?
well, there isn't really an interference move, and considering I got an 8, like mechanically
I
doing
think
the
you're
help out move.
protecting someone. Sorry, go
Yeah.
ahead. I didn't. Yeah.
Oh, so help out? All right, I'll do help out.
No, I think you would be protecting someone. You would be protecting Annalise from Julian, the fake Julian.
All right. I roll with tough, which I have no idea what that's like, but I got 0. That's fine. All right. Hold on a second.
Straight die roll. Bring it.
8.
Hey, you protect them okay, but you also open yourself danger. So I think in this instance, what are you doing to protect Annalise from this happening?
I think I'm just gonna run up and bum rush him and try to break his grip without him breaking her neck or wrists.
Okay, so I think he does a one harm to each of you. In that case, ignore armor. He sees you coming, Father Amos. He grabs a hold of your shoulder and kind of pops it out of its socket as he twists Annalise's wrist. His ability to form this banishment that he was trying to form is completely stopped. But he is there on the floor underneath you as everything kind of comes into focus. The ship is sailing into port at a breakneck speed. Sam Mahash, you have in your hands, you have two sticks. One is, sorry, give me a second. One is black and one is yellow. And you see in the distance, you see alternate versions of yourselves standing atop a bridge as people are opening up casks to celebrate. You see this ship careening towards this bridge. What does everyone want to do? And that includes Crow and Sanguine in that question. What is
I
everybody
think
want to
Otto is gonna have to stop this from happening.
do? Okay. How so?
To interrupt,
What's that?
Sorry, I meant that Otto's gonna have to stop this.
Right. How are you going to stop it?
This sword.
Oh, so you want to tackle possibly the fake Julian? What is Sam doing? What are you doing, Sam?
Maybe he'll try and wiggle the sticks to like move them backwards in just a backwards motion to see if I can like spin time backwards instead of moving forwards, like drum backwards in some weird stupid thing to manipulate time.
Yeah, give me a use magic roll for Sam.
I'm gonna roll, but I might use luck afterwards.
Hey, we love that, especially for mundane.
Yeah. Let's
Got like 13 fucking luck.
It's a 7.
Okay.
Plus, oh, it's weird. No, it's a 6. Yeah, I'm using luck.
Okay, so you are using luck to make your use magic roll work perfectly.
Yes, and I want to slow down time like I'm hitting the brakes.
Describe to me, since you use luck, I want to give you narrative control.
Okay.
What happened?
So Sam just instead of like starting off with a 4, he's swinging them backwards, like he's going over, like he's hitting the drum behind him blindly, just in a rhythmic pattern. You know, he's not playing Wipeout. He's probably playing Hot for Teacher or something, like on a wall behind him, and slowly slowing it down. And with that sort of control, the whole ship just starts slowing down a little bit, and then we're just at a dead spot, maybe like 3 feet from where we're supposed to be.
Okay. So the ship has stopped in the middle.
We're stopped in like right where it was supposed to be parked. It just like coasts in that last couple feet.
Just kind of bumps into the
Softly, just boop.
How does Luca and Father Amos react to that?
Oh, hey guys, I just did a thing.
Yeah, you did. This is Otto.
These things are great. And then I'm holding them perfectly still again, like scared.
Luca looks at the person with the sticks, confused, but then looks down at the person that was trying to do bad things, pulls out the hammer and just points it in a threatening fashion at the uh, person that was trying to cause harm, and goes, "Don't move."
Roll seduce or manipulate. Oh wait, shit, that's Apocalypse roll. Roll.
Otto was about to attack the fake Julius.
You're gonna attack.
Yes.
Okay. Then roll. If you're going to attack the fake Julius, roll kick some ass, Otto.
Yes.
Okay. What are you attacking with? Just out of curiosity.
This huge sword, and I rolled a 10.
Nice.
Hell yeah. What kind of sword is this?
It's just a huge great sword. Well, a long
Like a
sword.
hand and a half.
A long sword.
Okay. What do you want your extra effect to be on Julius?
Let's see.
You can put him where you want him.
Harm.
You want to inflict terrible harm?
Yes. +1.
Okay. As you strike down amidst this thing, water cascades all over the floor of the ship. You have seen this before, possibly, but the sword splits this thing in twain, and water rushes out against you. As Luca points their hammer towards this being, they simply cease to be, Luca. And you see Otto's standing there, the sword probably partly into the prow of the ship. What is your reaction?
What was that?
I don't know, says Otto. I'm doing the one thing you. I'm just doing this myself, says Otto.
See, the bad us's, the negative, they turn to goo. And I take some of the little bit of goo that's still on me and say, see, there was a fake me and I did that to him. And then I kind of like flop it
says
at the
Otto.
ground.
I did that first.
Well, no, like before you got here, there was a fake me, and his jaw was all like, and yeah.
I don't believe you, says Otto, but I will take your word for it.
He's telling the truth.
Yep. Father Amos saw it too. And he's a good dude. The Father Amos. We sat and we drank it out one night. And we
Otto narrowed his eyes at this Luca guy and is like, fine, I believe you for now.
As this is all going on, you guys see people jumping onto this ship. Someone is wearing exactly what Annalise is wearing. There is a person who is wearing the exact same clothes that Father Amos is wearing. There's somebody wielding a giant wrench who looks like Sam, and they are running toward you in a very aggressive manner. And they look at you for a second, and they are starting to initiate some kind of magic spell. There's an image that looks exactly like Otto running behind everyone else, cheering them onward, giving them advice. And there is even a possibly heavenly touched avatar who lands on the prow of the ship, wielding a giant hammer, who says, "Get the false ones," pointing at you.
Otto is having none of this, so
Okay. What is Otto doing?
well, he's going to attack the person and he's gonna attack the person. He's gonna go to the person who be like, "Why are you calling us the false ones? We're literally right here."
Okay. I need you to roll plus cool.
Okay. Rolled an 11 plus 1 equals 12.
Okay. So you are able to exemplarily define who your opponent is. So who are you attacking? Or who are you assaulting? Or what are you
The
doing?
one person who called us false.
The fake me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you are leaping towards the fake Luca.
Yeah.
And are you attacking them with your weapon?
Yes.
Then roll kick some ass.
Okay. 9 plus 2 equals 11.
Hell
and
yeah.
I'll choose to force them where I want them to.
And where do you want them?
I don't know. Maybe like on the I don't know. Like I'll just inflict terrible harm. Plus
Okay.
1.
Okay. Plus 1 harm. So you will take 1 harm as they swing their hammer back at you. But as you swing your sword at the fake Luca at the prow of the ship, they burst into another splash of water. And it is at this point that you guys see the reflections on the water of orange and green. Seems like authorities might be heading your way.
Not the peas and carrots.
Not the peas and carrots. What would everyone else like to do?
Are Sam and Father Amos still attached, or is that bit done?
I think that bit is done. They have been able to. Whenever this transition happened, they were relinquished.
Okay, cool. I'd like to oops.
Okay.
I think this is a good time for an oops.
All right. Yeah, you kind of take a look around. You're trying to figure out what all is happening, and there's a small, little metal box with like a hinge on it that you find on the ship.
Despite people running and being crazy, charging towards me, I think Sam is gonna open the box.
I think you open this box. I think you open this box, and this is not okay. So, oops is something that is useful, but maybe not in the moment, right?
Right.
I think you open this box, and inside you find handwritten notes of the positions of the stars in the sky from somebody named Auslander.
Well, okay.
It's
Sam's-
like a diagram of what the constellations look like.
This funny little star charts, right?
Yep. You find a shit ton of star charts in this metal.
Cool! Shoves them in his pocket, takes the clubs, and goes, ah! And starts running at the closest person. And we're
Okay.
going to kick some ass.
Whose ass are you kicking? And I need you to roll plus sharp to see who, if you are attacking the real person or the fake person. So roll plus sharp.
I think I was going to go against other Sam.
Other Sam. Okay, then that's a fair bet. You're pretty
Yeah.
sure it's the other you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know I'm me, you're not me. And I'm going to use the magic clubs as a weapon because I don't have anything else right now.
You're attacking them with the drumsticks?
Yeah, I don't have anything else.
And Luke and Otto is just gonna go off and attack another fake water person.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going to be a minute before it's your turn again, Otto. But I want Sam Hash to roll plus weird, not plus tough.
Oh, you're killing me, Henry.
They're magic drumsticks.
I'm
What do
using
you
them
want?
as a blunt weapon. Okay, cool. It's a 5. Unless I use magic. I use another luck.
Okay, I'm going to dissuade you against using luck.
All right, I'm just gonna smack the crap out of him with the magic. I don't know that magic is gonna happen. I just know I need to smack this fake meat. That's my favorite hammer.
So here's what I think. Here's what I think happens. You wave these drumsticks. You're attacking this person, and you're about to beat them on the head with them, and you just start floating up in the air, like you were. Before you realize it, you were 40 feet above the water.
Oh my.
So we'll get back to that little thing, but yeah, for whatever it's worth, you went to attack them. Everything went weird, and you are hovering above the water, holding on to these drumsticks.
Fair enough.
What's everybody else want to do? We got Luca, we got Father Amos, and we have Illis. Shit. What's your name, Taylor? What's your character's name?
Annalise.
Annalise. Okay.
You can call her Anna if it helps.
Anna, Father Amos, or
I'm gonna do some magic.
Luca. Okay, what are you doing there, Father Amos?
I am going to bar a place or portal to a specific person or type of creature.
Okay.
So I'll banish these guys from the ship.
Just barring everything from the ship?
No, the specific type of creatures, whatever these goop guys, they're banned.
Okay.
Okay, I rolled a 12.
What does that look like as you perform this magic? Since you have rolled a 12, what does that? What do you think happens?
I think, I do some hocus pocus, Protestant, speaking in tongues, go like that, and like it's kind of like this wave of force goes out, and it looks like when it's really hot and the heat's coming off the concrete, and it fucking knocks them all overboard.
I want you, as you're doing this, to roll plus sharp then.
10.
10. Okay. So, for whatever reason, maybe because Luca is right there with you, but you are able to discern which ones are the real ones, which ones are the fake ones.
Well, they're on the other side of the boat, right?
We'll go with that. That's cool. You knock these creatures off the boat. Who was saying that? But anyways, the supposed fake creatures go spilling off the side of the boat. Father Amos, I'm assuming you have some kind of like gesture outward as snakes are warding out from your hands.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. As these things hit the water, you feel a swell as the water kind of becomes more massive, and the boat is pushed further inland. Not like devastatingly so, but like you're kind of like on the port, but you're kind of like pushed into the middle of the street. The ship is pushed into the middle of the street, and you are all able to kind of get off at this point if you wish, and take stock of what's been happening and what's going on. You do notice, though, and I don't know who notices this, but there's a flask that kind of falls from the deck of the ship onto the street in front of you. And the top of it starts to unscrew before your eyes.
Hey, wasn't that Simran's flask?
It was.
Oh, this can't be good. Nope.
Are you going to do anything about it? Or just say, that can't be good?
I'm pretty beat up, but all I can do is hit things. And oops. I can show it the star charts. Oh, hey, are these yours? Hey, crazy bottle thing, glowing thing. Do you know these? I don't do that, but that's kind of where I'm at.
Can I pick it up?
Yeah, you want to pick it up?
Yeah, I'll just add it to my, what do you call it? Inventory.
You pick it up and you immediately feel that it is pressing against, like you're struggling to hold this closed. Do you want to use magic or something else to try and keep whatever's inside?
1 second, please.
Yep. Or if somebody
I'll
else
use
wants
magic to trap a specific minion, person, or monster.
Okay.
$11.
Okay. So you pick this flask up and you basically magically tighten it back down. You see sirens in the distance lighting up as people are running away screaming. You are
We probably want to
Yep.
get out of here.
Yeah, not a bad idea.
Sounds good. Let's do it.
where y'all heading, or what is everybody doing?
We can go to my closet.
Aldo's like, why would we go to your closet?
Because they're not going to expect.
Okay.
And it's close because we're like right here, and it's like 2 blocks over.
What's
You got
in the
someplace
closet?
close? Pipes.
Oh, it's just a closet. It's not like a magic, wonderful thing.
Do you have a magic wonderful thing?
No, says Aldo.
I wouldn't suppose most people, if not all people, have a magical, wonderful thing like that.
I mean, it's much bigger on the inside, but I mean, it just looks like a closet.
I don't even know what you're talking about, Sam Mahash. So
I got my warehouse. It's a small warehouse, but we can go to my warehouse. We can hide there for a few minutes.
That makes sense.
There we go. I'm sorry. I'm relearning English after all the bumps on the head I had to take.
All right, let's
I
run.
just fell 40 feet and bonked my head again. I had a weird looking me thing dissolve in water twice. Dissolved the water twice. Yeah, my place.
There were
Let's
quite
go.
a few. There were quite a few doppelgangers, I suppose, of us.
Yeah. I
The,
don't
the
like.
scary thing. The scary thing is one of them looked like Julian.
Yeah, I saw a weird lady with a robot hand too, like a metal hand, and she was like holding the guy up and was like about ready to like give him another poke of death.
No, you don't understand. The thing that's scary about that is Julian is, and she sort of lets the sentence run off, not kind of wanting to say that he's dead out loud.
So Julian, for your guys' reference, which you might not be as familiar, because Taylor and I have been talking off screen, is Julian was the member of your party that died mysteriously on a hunt before this.
Oh, that Julian.
Yes.
Oh,
He was romantically involved with Annalise, and then he died while we were on a hunt together, and Annalise is still going through it.
yeah, but that guy had a beard. He had a beard. Are you sure it was really? Oh well, my guy had a goatee.
I mean,
So
that's the thing. The fact that he's no longer around makes it all the more worrying. How did whoever caused this know what he looked like?
yeah, we better get to my shop quick.
Right.
Those peas and carrots, they're getting real close and real loud.
Yeah,
This way.
let's go.
Yeah, you shiny guy. Yeah, you can come too. Come on. I like your hammer. I got a wrench. I think you might like it.
Luca, what moves did you take as a divine? Just out of curiosity.
I took for my divine abilities. I took Boss from Beyond, What I Need When I Need It,
Love that one.
and Lay on Hands.
Okay.
Oh yeah, uh, I noticed that whose arm was dislocated?
I think mine was right.
Yeah, yeah. Yep. Father Amos is pretty messed up right now.
So Luke, like, oh, here, let me help you with that, and will place their hands on the portion of the arm that's dislocated. I got a 10 plus. Let's see if I remember correctly.
You roll 2d6
Cool.
and you
So
add uh
it's a total of 11.
oh perfect. Okay.
So that heals 2 harm, and if you're unstable, you're stabilized.
What does this look like, Luca, as you take hold of Father Amos's shoulder?
Uh, who's seen Karate Kid?
A couple
Not
times.
The original one where Mr. Miyagi rubs his hands together, then touches the wound. Basically, Luca rubs their hands together, grabs the shoulder as this energy channels from them and helps uh, set that dislocated joint back into place.
awesome. And it heals 2 harm.
And
Yep.
stabilizes, I
It
believe.
I'm
yes,
not unstable.
because
So.
I got a 10 plus.
Awesome. Thank you. Father Amos says to Luca.
So y'all
No
heading
problem.
into sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there. Y'all heading into the warehouse, Sam Mahash's digs.
Yep.
Sounds like it.
So yeah, in the distance you will hear people yammering and talking and wondering what happened as this mysterious ship is drawn off of the streets of Ilavania. You will hear people wondering aloud at the mysterious sights that they saw of apparently people fighting mirror images of themselves. What you won't hear is the strange happenings that happen within the town, within the city, where a husband will walk in to find a mirror image of himself locked in a kiss with his wife. You will not hear the desperate cries of a baby as its mother lifts its other self from a crib, and it is sat in the crib wondering why it's not being suckered. And I think I will leave it at that possibly grim note as we go into end of session questions. So let's do that. Give me a second here. Did we conclude the current mystery?
No.
Nope.
No? Okay.
I mean, there's all these glob people running around, so it's not like we defeated them all or anything.
Okay. Did we save someone from certain death or worse?
Yeah. Well. Yeah. It was Otto. Otto saved Sam from certain death or worse.
Perfect. Did we learn something new and important about the world?
Yeah, now we got doppelgangers everywhere.
And they're the water type.
Did we learn something new and important about one of the hunters?
Were we privy to Julian and the romantic connection before?
I think that's up to Annalise.
Me? Hello?
Oh,
Hey, you're back.
I was saying you would have been because it was a part of our histories. I do think it's a thing that might be important with that is to know that Annalise isn't fully over it.
And there's doppelgangers of Julian.
Yes.
so I guess that's knowing that Annalise is still dealing with it. That's something about the hunters.
All right. Well, with that, we will mark 2 experience for every hunter.
I have leveled up.
Hell
too.
yeah. Hell yes.
I haven't. I'm almost leveled up.
One away
Perfect.
from the second level.
If you level up, you can hold on to that for an opportune moment, or you can choose what you want. I am trusting you with your character sheets to be responsible. So just let me know whenever you feel like, whether it's in between actions or before the next session, what you want to choose for your level up. And with that, I think we will wrap up this session and see if anybody has any stars or wishes, things they would like to see more of or less of as we head further into Ilavania and the mysteries that it involves. And I'm going to give a quick message to Will to let her know that, or let him know that we are wrapping up. Nikes. But with that, let's do outros. Let's start with Luca and popcorn from there. All right, let's start with. Are you there?
Oh, I'm sorry. You were talking to me.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I zoned out. Everybody, I was playing Luke tonight. I'm old Worm Slayer. And what else were we supposed to address?
Who are you? Where can we find you? And do you have a star or a wish, meaning a something you liked or didn't like about the session that you would like to address?
Well, You can find me here tomorrow for Reign of Vecna, and on Monday with MC Henry for Wind Riders of Aria, and the next time for Monster of the Week. Um, when it comes to things along this session, I don't have anything. I don't see anything wrong yet. I can't really complain with only one session under my belt.
Cool. And you can popcorn onto whoever you like.
Get a popcorn over to Crow.
Yeah. Well, okay, so my start was basically about the water clones, and my wish would basically be to see the conclusion of the mystery. Uh, my star was the water, was seeing that seeing the water doppelgangers, and my wish would be to see the conclusion of the mystery, because I just want to see how it ends.
Okay, where can we find you? Or you can just popcorn onto someone else.
You can find me on my DM, CrowballJ642.
And who would you like to popcorn to?
I was thinking John.
Okay. I'm John Patrick Cooper, game designer. My 2 games available at Exalted Funeral. Get in the van. You're in a punk rock or a thrash or a glam band going on your first tour in the 80s. Fucking party, get in fights with fucking rednecks, play shows. My other game is Dead Mall, which is basically a Dawn of the Dead analog, survival horror in Dead Mall. You can find me at John Patrick Cooper on Blue Sky. My stars were I got stars for our 2 new players. I really liked how you handled yourself tonight, and I'm really, and Taylor, I always enjoy role playing. John, you're funny as hell, so I enjoy that too. My wishes are we started fighting monsters, and I kind of knocked them off the boat. So, but more monsters of any week.
No matter what the week, more monsters. It's fair.
And
Or in our case, any second week.
right. So, John Smash, you're on.
Hi, John Smash. I was your mundane for this week, and hopefully in 2 more weeks I'll play again. John Patrick Cooper with the big rolls of the night, keeping. I don't think he rolled under a 8 the whole night. Fantastic, great job. Thanks for the new guys joining in, and can't wait to see what the next big monster Henry throws at us. Oh yeah, Taylor.
All right, hello. Yes, you could. My name is Taylor. You can find me on TaylorMade on Discord. My DMs are open. God damn it! Instagram is my main sort of social media, you could find me there at Not Ready to Start. Also on Reddit. I barely use it, but I'm there. I guess in terms of stars and wishes, I want to give a star to myself because I told myself I would be able to maintain a British accent throughout this session, and lo and behold, I was able to. um, and other than that, same. I'm very excited to see what the new characters bring to the sessions and to the game, as well as excited to see what sort of the rest of the mystery brings with it.
And I think that just leaves me. So thank you all for watching us, supporting us. I hope everybody had a good time. I am MC Henry or Entourage, basically everywhere. I really had a ton of fun tonight. My star, I think, for the night is just everybody came up and was present and willing to take part in the mystery, and I feel like there was a good energy. I am certainly wishful that my future mysteries are also, I don't know. I don't have any wishes. We'll see. But more monsters. We'll keep on more monsters for the wishes. Donate to our charity for the month. Happy Pride Month. If you don't feel like you're affected by Pride Month, you're wrong. Because no matter your gender or leaning, someone else has a different gender or leaning. And I'm going to get a little emotional, so I'm probably going to stop myself from saying too much. But we can just stop hurting everybody. Like, that's a thing we can all do. As a human race, we can just stop doing that. And with that, I think I'm just going to cut out before I get over emotional about that. But I'm very upset about the political leanings that we have in the United States right now. And I'll leave it at that. But yeah, with that, peace out. Have a good night. Goodbye.
Bye.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye. Good night.
Bye.
Tiny robes he's wearing so fine, in the tavern sipping on wine, knows the secrets of the old halfling wizard never told. Mystic wand and a pointed hat, talks to people about this and that, sneaky tricks and a wink in his eye. Halfling wizard makes the hours fly. Oh, halfling wizard in the night, casting spells to the moonlight. He can talk and he can know, in his world the magic grows. Down the road in evening light, he'll engage you, that's his delight. Readers of the stars he seeks, in a crowd he's sure to speak.